the waitress about every gift. Adrian Constantine saw the bracelet. Silver. Delicate. New. On her wrist. On Elena's wrist. Elena Volkov. Waitress. His favorite restaurant. His private booth. Tuesday night. Every Tuesday. Same time. Same booth. Same her. Serving him. Smiling politely. Professional. Distant. Perfect. Until now. Until bracelet. Until silver glinting under lights. Until someone else, someone who wasn't him, gave her jewelry, gave her something he should have given, something that touched her skin, that she wore, that she accepted, from someone. His voice cut through restaurant noise, through conversations, through music, through everything. Cold, sharp, dangerous. Who bought you that bracelet? The question wasn't casual, wasn't polite, wasn't anything except demand. Command. Interrogation. Everyone noticed. Staff froze. Customers looked. Elena stopped mid-pour. Wine bottle hovering. Confusion on her face. Genuine confusion. Not guilt. Not awareness. Just confusion. Sir? Her voice uncertain. The bracelet. Where did you get it? Elena looked at her wrist. At the bracelet. Simple silver chain. Small charm. Nothing expensive. Nothing significant. Just gift. From her brother. Birthday present. 2 days ago. She didn't understand. Didn't understand why Adrian Constantine. Why the most powerful man in the city. Why the man who controlled. Who owned. Who commanded. Why he cared. Why he was asking. Why his voice held something that sounded like anger. Like jealousy. That couldn't be right. Couldn't be possible. He was Mafia boss. She was waitress. He noticed her only to order food, to tip well, to nothing. Nothing personal. Nothing that would explain, would justify, would make sense of this. This interrogation. This intensity. My brother gave it to me. Her answer simple, honest, confused. For my birthday. 2 days ago. It's simple. Nothing expensive. Just gift. From family. That's all. Before we subscribe right now, because you're about to witness the most intense, jealous interrogation ever. This mafia boss is questioning his waitress about every gift and what it reveals. What he's been hiding. You need to see this. This is insane. Let's go. Adrian's expression didn't soften. Didn't relax. Didn't show relief. Showed something else. Something darker. Something possessive. Your brother. He repeated. As if testing. As if verifying. What's his name? Where does he live? What does he do? The questions kept coming. Rapid fire. Invasive. Inappropriate. Crossing every boundary. Every professional line. Every reasonable limit. Elena stared. Processed. Tried to understand. Why? Why would Adrian Constantine care about her brother? About simple birthday gift. About anything in her personal life. They weren't anything. Weren't friends. Weren't anything except customer and waitress. Except she was starting to realize. Starting to understand. Starting to see something in his eyes. Something in his intensity. His anger. His jealousy. That's what it was. Jealousy. Impossible jealousy. From man who shouldn't. Who couldn't. Who was. His name is Dmitri. Elena answered slowly. Carefully. He lives with our mother. East Side. He's student. Engineering. 21. My younger brother. He saved for months to buy this. It means a lot that he thought of me. That he cared enough to save. To buy something nice. She was explaining, defending, justifying, to customer, to man who had no right, no reason, no anything except apparently he did. Apparently he felt something that made him care, made him jealous, made him question, made him this intense, this possessive, this interested. Staff was watching, trying not to stare, trying to appear busy, but watching. Everyone watching. Boss interrogating waitress. About bracelet. About gift. About something personal. Something that wasn't business. Wasn't professional. Was something else. Something no one had seen before. Something revealing. And the necklace. Adrian continued, gesturing to delicate chain. Small pendant. She'd been wearing for weeks. Month maybe. Where did that come from? Elena's hand went to her throat. To the necklace. Gift from friend. Jenna. Christmas. Months ago. Why? Why was he? Why did he notice? Why did he remember? Why did he watch her? Did he pay attention to her jewelry? To her? To what she wore? When it changed? When new things appeared? That meant he'd been watching, been noticing, been paying attention. To her. Specifically. Personally. Intimately. The realization made her breathless. Made her aware. Newly aware. Of him. Of his attention. Of his interest. His obsession. That's what this was. Obsession. Possession. Something intense. Something dangerous. Something she should fear. Should run from. But instead felt flattered. Felt wanted. Felt seen. Really seen. By him. By Adrian Constantine. By man who could choose anyone, but was watching her. Was jealous over her. Was interrogating about her. About gifts. About who touched her. Who thought of her. Who gave her things. Who wasn't him. A friend. She managed. Jenna. We've been friends since childhood. It was Christmas gift. That's all. Just friendship. Nothing romantic. Nothing like what he was implying. What his question suggested. What his jealousy revealed. She wanted to clarify. Wanted him to know what? That she was available. Was interested. Was responding to his intensity. His interest. Was wanting him to know. To understand. To see her response. See her reciprocation. See possibility. Adrian's jaw clenched. The earrings. Small studs. Pearl. She'd worn them last week. New. Where did those come from? This was insane. This was crossing every line, every boundary, every appropriate limit. But no one stopped him. No one intervened. No one could. He was boss. Was power. Was authority absolute. And he was using it. Was interrogating her. Was demanding. Was possessive. Was claiming. Without actually claiming. Without saying. Without confessing. Without admitting. Just questioning. Just jealous. Just revealing everything. Everything he felt. Everything he'd been hiding. Everything that mattered. My grandmother. Elena's voice was smaller now. Softer. She died last month. I inherited her jewelry. These were hers. She wore them at her wedding. They're all I have left of her. Their memory. They're important. She felt tears. Unexpected tears. Grandmother's death was recent. Was painful. Was loss. Real loss. Adrian's expression shifted. Softened slightly. Not much. But visible. I'm sorry. The words were quiet. Genuine. For your loss. But then the hardness returned. The flowers. Yesterday. On your car. Who sent those? How did he know? About the flowers. They'd been there when she left work. Left restaurant. Yesterday. Daisies. Her favorite. Simple bouquet. No card. She'd assumed mistake, assumed delivery error, assumed nothing. But now looking at him, at his knowledge, his awareness, she realized something impossible, something that changed everything. They had no card. She said slowly, carefully, I assumed wrong delivery, assumed mistake. Are you saying they were for me, specifically, that someone sent them to me? Adrian's expression, his face, his everything, gave away truth he hadn't meant to reveal, hadn't meant to confess, but jealousy, but possessiveness, but questioning, had led here, had revealed, had exposed, had made clear, made obvious, made undeniable. You, her voice was whisper, was realization, was understanding. You sent them, didn't you? The flowers, the anonymous ones. How long have you been sending, been doing, been what? Been watching, been caring, been interested, been wanting, been me. How long? Staff wasn't even pretending to work, pretending to ignore, pretending anything. Everyone watching, everyone seeing, everyone witnessing. Boss and waitress. Tension, revelation, confession, hidden, buried, but emerging, but undeniable. Adrian stood, towered, intimidating, powerful, dangerous, but vulnerable somehow, exposed somehow, revealed somehow. 6 months. His admission, his confession, his truth. I've been watching you, been wanting you, been unable to stop thinking about you for 6 months. Since you started here, since I first saw you, since you smiled, since you existed in my space, in my restaurant, in my awareness, my life. I couldn't approach, couldn't claim, couldn't risk you, risk scaring you, risk being rejected. So I stayed away. I watched. I sent things, anonymous things, flowers, gifts, small things I thought you'd like, things that made me feel connected, feel closer, feel something, without risking, without admitting, without this moment, this confession, this exposure, this vulnerability. But then the bracelet, then someone else giving you something I should have given, something that touched you, that mattered. I couldn't stand it, couldn't hide, couldn't pretend, couldn't anything except demand, except question, except reveal everything I've been hiding, everything that matters, everything I feel. Elena couldn't breathe, couldn't process, couldn't comprehend. Adrian Constantine, the wolf, the boss, the power, the everything. He'd been watching her, been wanting her, been sending gifts, been caring for 6 months. 6 months of attention, of hidden interest, of secret caring, secret wanting, secret everything. And she'd known nothing, had been oblivious, had thought she was just waitress, just staff, just invisible, just nothing. To him, to Adrian Constantine, to man who could choose anyone, but was choosing her, was confessing to her, was revealing, was vulnerable with her, for her, because of her. The realization was overwhelming, was was everything, was power, was terrifying, was amazing, was wanted, was chosen, was his, somehow, in some way, was his. Elena's mind was racing, processing, connecting, dots, pieces, moments, the medical bills, last month, emergency room, appendicitis, surgery, bills that should have destroyed her, should have bankrupted her, disappeared, paid anonymously. She'd thought hospital error, thought insurance miracle, thought anything except this, except him, the rent. 3 months ago, landlord saying someone paid advance. 6 months, full. She'd been confused, been grateful, been saved, from eviction, from stress, from drowning. Thought maybe mistake, maybe grandmother's estate, maybe something, anything except Adrian Constantine, except boss watching from distance, caring from distance, protecting from distance. The car, 2 months ago, wouldn't start, needed repairs, expensive repairs. She'd left it at mechanic, couldn't afford, came back next day, fixed, paid, anonymous. She'd cried, had thought miracle, thought kindness from stranger, thought anything except truth, except him, except this man, this dangerous, powerful man, watching, caring, providing, protecting, for months, for 6 months, without claiming credit, without demanding, without anything except knowing she was okay, was safe, was cared for. That was you. Her voice was shaking, was overwhelmed. The hospital, the rent, the car, all of it, all those anonymous, those miracles. That was you. Adrian's jaw was tight, embarrassed, exposed, vulnerable in ways he never was, ways he couldn't be, shouldn't be, but was for her, because of her. Yes. Single word, simple admission, confirmation. Elena's legs felt weak. She sat in his booth, forgot professional distance, forgot appropriate boundaries, just sat, processed, absorbed, understood. He'd saved her multiple times, had been guardian, been protector, been angel, anonymous angel, dangerous angel, powerful angel, impossible angel. Why didn't you tell me? Didn't you say something? Say it was you. Why hide? Why anonymous? Why not? Not just ask me out, ask me anything, instead of hiding, of watching, of this. Adrian sat across from her, close now, intimate now, no pretense, no distance, no barriers, just honesty, raw honesty, painful honesty. Because look at me, look at what I am, what I do, my world, my life, my everything. It's violence, it's danger, it's darkness. You're light, you're innocent, you're good, clean, untouched by what I am, what I do. I didn't want to corrupt that, want to drag you into my world, want to stain you, want to destroy what makes you, what makes you beautiful, what makes you perfect. But I couldn't stay away completely, could not care, not protect, not provide, not something. So I stayed hidden. I helped, without claiming, without demanding, without ruining you, with me, with what I am, with everything I bring, everything I destroy, everything that follows me, follows people close to me, people I care about, people I love. The last word hung, suspended, heavy, final, Love. He'd said love. About her. About Elena. Random waitress. Normal woman. Nothing special. Nothing that should attract, should interest, should matter. To man like him. To Adrian Constantine. To power incarnate. But did matter. Did attract. Did everything. Everything he'd just confessed. Everything he'd revealed. Everything that changed everything. Elena felt tears. Real tears. Not sad tears. Not upset tears. But overwhelmed tears. But grateful tears. But something tears. Something that felt like relief. Like validation. Like being seen. Being valued. Being chosen. By him. By Adrian Constantine. By impossible man. By dangerous man. By man who shouldn't want her. Shouldn't care. But did want. Did care. Did everything. I'm not that innocent. Her voice was soft. Honest. I've lived. I've struggled. I've survived things that weren't easy. Weren't clean. My father, he was violent. Alcoholic. We escaped. Mother, brother, me, we rebuilt. We survived. I'm not fragile. Not breakable. Not what you think. I'm strong. I'm capable. I'm survivor. Like you. Different circumstances. Different dangers. But same core. Same strength. Same survival. I'm not afraid of you. Of your world. Of what you are. I'm afraid of being unimportant. Being invisible. Being nothing. To anyone. To you. But you're saying I'm not nothing. Not invisible. Not unimportant. You're saying I matter. To you. Specifically. That's everything. That's what I needed. What I wanted. What I've been hoping someone would see, would value, would choose. And you did. You've been choosing for months. I just didn't know. Didn't understand. But now I do. Now I see. Now I feel something I shouldn't feel. For customer. For boss. For man who could destroy me. Could hurt me. Could ruin me. But don't think you will. Think you won't. Think you're different. Think this is real. Is something worth risking. Worth trying. Worth us. Staff had disappeared. Given privacy. Cleared restaurant. Closed early maybe. Left this moment. This confession. This revelation. This beginning. Adrian's hand reached across table. Covered hers. Warm. Strong. Careful. Gentle. Reverent. You're everything. Everything I didn't know. No, I needed. No, I wanted. No, I could have. Could deserve. But want anyway. Want desperately. Want impossibly. Want regardless. Regardless of should. Of appropriate. Of anything except this feeling. This need. This want. This you. Elena turned her hand. Threaded fingers. His fingers. Held him. Held connection. Held possibility. Held everything. Everything new. Everything terrifying. Everything perfect. 6 months. She said. 6 months you watched. You cared. You protected. Without asking anything. Without without demanding, without claiming. That's not how dangerous men work. That's not mafia boss behavior. That's not what I expected. Not what anyone would expect. That's love, real love, quiet love, protective love, selfless love. That's everything. Victor Morozov noticed. Adrian's rival, long-standing enemy, noticed attention, noticed gifts, noticed surveillance, noticed protection, noticed weakness. Adrian Constantine had weakness, had vulnerability, had woman, waitress woman, normal woman, woman who mattered, who made him soft, made him exposed, made him human, made him target. No, made her target, perfect leverage, perfect revenge, perfect way to hurt Adrian, hurt him deeply, hurt him permanently, hurt him where it mattered, where it destroyed, where it ended. Victor started watching Elena, watching her patterns, her routine, her life, her vulnerabilities, her everything. Started planning attack, planning way to use her, use love against Adrian, against power, against everything. Started sending gifts that seemed innocent, seemed romantic, but weren't innocent, were traps, were threats, were messages to Adrian, to Elena, messages that said we're watching, said we know, said you're vulnerable, said she's ours, said game on, said war starting, said everything dangerous. Elena received roses, red roses, delivered to apartment, no card. She thought Adrian, thought romantic, thought sweet, called him, thanked him, his voice, his response, confused, concerned, cold. I didn't send those, didn't send anything, not roses, not red, not to your apartment. How did they get your address? Elena's stomach dropped. Someone else, someone knew where she lived, knew enough to send flowers, send message, send threat. Another gift arrived next day. Necklace, expensive, diamond, card attached, beautiful things for beautiful woman who deserves better than what she has. Threat, clear threat, message saying Adrian isn't enough, isn't safe, isn't protecting adequately. Message saying I can reach her, reach anytime. Message saying she's mine now. Message that terrified, that threatened, that promised violence, promised danger, promised everything bad. Adrian's response immediate and absolute. Security, full security, guards, surveillance, protection, everything his power, his resources, his everything could provide. Moved her out of apartment, too exposed, too vulnerable, too dangerous. Moved her into his penthouse, his his space, his protection, his everything. Elena protested briefly, but seeing his face, his fear, his absolute determination, his need to protect, to keep her safe. She agreed to move, to accept protection, accept him, accept his world, his danger, his everything, because alternative was worse, was being alone, being vulnerable, being target, being used against him, against Adrian, against man who loved her, who she was starting to love, to need, to want, to choose, despite everything, despite danger, despite impossibility, despite all reasons not to, chose him, chose safety, chose his protection, chose his world, chose love, dangerous love, impossible love, necessary love, living together changed everything, changed dynamics, changed relationship, changed proximity, changed intimacy, changed everything. They learned each other, learned habits, learned preferences, learned fears, learned dreams, learned everything that mattered. Elena saw Adrian home, Adrian, not boss, not power, just man who made coffee, made breakfast, made space for her, made room in his life he'd built alone, built protected from everyone except her now she existed in his space, his sanctuary, his everything, trusted her with vulnerability, with humanity, with everything that mattered. Adrian saw Elena morning Elena, sleep rumpled, soft, real, not waitress, not professional, just woman he loved, woman who smiled at him specifically, who chose him despite everything that should scare her, should send her running, but didn't, stayed instead chose him, chose this life with him and his danger, his world, his everything. Victor escalated. Gifts became threats, became explicit threats. Photos of Elena walking to work she'd quit, but photos old surveillance from before protection, before Adrian knew, photos with messages saying we're watching then we're watching now we'll act soon she's ours. Messages that promised violence, promised taking her from Adrian, from safety, from protection, from everything. Messages that declared war, personal war over her, over woman who mattered to Adrian, 2. To Victor's. Victor's enemy. Enemy who finally had something worth taking, worth destroying, worth using to win war that had raged for years and now had perfect target, perfect weapon, perfect ending. The package arrived at noon, wrapped beautifully, expensive paper, silk ribbon, delivered to penthouse. Security checked, scanned, cleared. Standard gift, standard threat, standard Victor, but not standard. Not this time. This time different. This time worse. Elena opened it. Adrian watching, wary, protective, ready. Inside was perfume, designer bottle, expensive, beautiful, her favorite scent. How did Victor know? How did he have that information? That detail, that intimate knowledge. Elena reached for it. Adrian's hand shot out, grabbed her wrist, stopped her. Don't. His voice sharp, commanding, absolute. Don't touch. Don't anything. Something's wrong. Something about this. This feels wrong. Feels trapped. He was right. Lab analysis later revealed poison. Contact poison, absorbed through skin, would have killed her slowly, painfully, hours of agony, of suffering, of Adrian watching her die from his world, his enemies, his failure to protect, to keep her safe from everything that came with loving him, with being his. Adrian's fury was volcanic, was absolute, was terrifying, destroyed the room, the package, the everything, raged, roared, broke things, broke control he'd maintained always until her, until threat to her, to Elena, to woman he loved, woman who almost died because of him and his world, his enemies, his everything. You're leaving, his declaration, his command, his decision, leaving now tonight somewhere safe far from here, from me, from this city, this danger, this everything that wants you dead to hurt me to destroy me through you. You're leaving and I'm never seeing you again because that's only way to keep you safe from my world that wants to kill you for loving me. No. Elena's voice calm, absolute certain. I'm not leaving and you're not sending me away like I'm problem to solve or weakness to eliminate or vulnerability to hide. I'm staying here with you facing this together not apart not hiding not running not being victim not being used I'm partner I'm choosing this choosing you choosing us choosing to fight together not surrender not separate not let them win by Making us afraid. Afraid by making you push me away for my safety that's what they want they want you alone vulnerable without me without love without weakness that's actually strength we're stronger together than apart so I'm staying in you're teaching me to fight to protect myself to be partner not liability not victim not weakness but strength yours ours together. Adrian stared at her this woman this impossible brave foolish perfect woman who refused to run refused to hide refused to let him protect her by pushing her away refused everything except staying fighting loving him despite everything that should terrify her should send her running should end in this but didn't instead made her stronger made her determined made her his truly completely absolutely partner equal woman who chose danger chose him chose love over safety over everything rational everything smart everything except what mattered most which was them together surviving fighting loving despite Victor despite poison despite everything. Training started immediately Adrian's people teaching her everything self-defense weapons awareness tactics survival everything that made her less vulnerable less target less victim more partner more fighter more dangerous herself capable of protecting herself of surviving of being asset not liability not weakness but strength Adrian watched her transform watched her learn watched her become something new something fierce something that made him love her more made him proud made him terrified because now she was truly in his world truly his partner truly capable of being hurt of dying of everything that came with this life this choice this love romance deepened through danger through protection through proximity through fear through relief through survival they made Made love. Love finally. Finally completely. Completely desperately. Desperately perfectly. Perfectly claiming. Claiming each other. Other physically. Physically emotionally. Emotionally absolutely. Absolutely his. His jealousy. Jealousy transformed. Transformed became. Became devotion. Devotion became. Became worship. Worship became. Became everything. Everything that mattered. Mattered her. Her acceptance. Acceptance of him. Him of his. His world. World of his. His darkness. Darkness of his. His danger. Danger that acceptance. Acceptance that choice. Choice that love. Love freed. Freed him. Him made. Made him. Him whole. Whole made. Made him. Him hers. Hers completely. Completely as she was his. His they. They belonged. Belonged to each other. Other now. Now officially. Officially completely. Completely absolutely. Absolutely bound. Bound by choice. Choice by danger. Danger by survival. Survival by love. Love that refused. Refused to die. Die refused. Refused to break. Break refused. Refused to surrender. Surrender to victor. Victor to threats. Threats to anything. Anything except each other. Other except this. This except forever. Victor sent final gift. Gift invitation. Invitation really. Really trap. Trap really. Really message. Message really. Really challenge. Challenge gala. Gala charity. Charity event. Event public. Public neutral. Neutral supposedly. Supposedly safe. Safe supposedly. Supposedly perfect. Perfect place. Place to meet. Meet to confront. Confront to end. In this. This to finish. Finish what? What had started. Started with jealousy. Jealousy with gifts. Gifts with attention. Attention with Elena. Elena invitation. Invitation addressed. Addressed to both. Both of them. The Mr. Adrian. Adrian Constantine. Constantine and Ms. Elena. Elena Volkov. Volkov public. Public acknowledgement. Acknowledgement of their relationship. Relationship public. Public challenge. Challenge public. Public threat. Threat Victor. Victor saying I know. No I see. See I'm coming. Coming for both. Both of you. You for her. Her for everything. Everything you love. Love I'm taking it. It all. Adrian wanted to refuse. Refuse wanted to keep her away. Away wanted to face Victor. Victor alone. Alone wanted to protect her from final confrontation. Confrontation from danger. Danger from everything. Everything but Elena. Elena refused. Refused we go together. Together we face him. Him together. Together we end. In this together. Together or we don't go at all. All because I'm not hiding. Hiding I'm not being protected. Protected like childlike, like victim like weakness. Weakness I'm your partner. Partner I'm your equal. Equal I'm choosing to fight. Fight beside you. You not behind you. You not away from you. You beside you. You always beside you. You that's what partnership means. Means that's what love means facing everything together not protecting me from your world Whirl but letting me into it completely letting me fight with you for you beside you always. They prepared together strategy weapons backup everything that made survival possible made victory possible made ending victor possible made their future possible Elena wore dress Adrian bought her red stunning dangerous perfect armed beneath silk knife strapped to thigh gun small hidden capable ready trained prepared his partner his equal his woman walking into danger beside him not behind not protected but fighting together surviving together facing victor together ending this together finally completely absolutely partners lovers fighters survivors together always forever bound by choice by danger by gifts that had started this by jealousy that had revealed love by threats that had proven strength by everything that should have destroyed them but instead made them unbreakable unstoppable undeniable together. The gala glittered hundreds of people oblivious to war about to unfold to danger hidden beneath champagne and diamonds and smiles Victor watched them enter watched Elena on Adrian's arm watched her beauty her strength her everything that he'd wanted to use to destroy but seeing her now seeing them together he realized something worse than failure worse than losing he'd created something he couldn't break couldn't destroy couldn't end his gifts his threats his everything had made them stronger had bound them together had created love so fierce so absolute so undeniable that nothing he did could break it they were his failure his defeat his ending standing together facing him ready prepared unafraid together always together. Victor's final gift arrived during gala, delivered to their table. Elaborate box, gold, gleaming, beautiful, card attached, for the happy couple, from your greatest admirer. Everyone watched, guests curious, staff attentive, Victor watching from across room. smiling, confident, certain. This was it. This was ending. This was trap. Perfect trap. Elaborate trap. Final trap. Adrian reached for it. Elena's hand shot out. Stopped him. Grabbed his wrist. Her grip tight. Urgent. Desperate. Don't. Her voice low. Certain. Absolute. Don't touch. Don't open. Don't anything. This is it. This is the trap. This is Victor's ending. Look. Look at the seal. Look at the ribbons. Look at everything. It's too perfect. Too elaborate. Too everything. He wants us to open it here. Public. Witnesses. Spectacle. Maximum damage. Maximum destruction. Maximum everything. It's bomb. Has to be. Sophisticated. Trigger by opening. By movement. By something. We open this. We die. Everyone near us dies. He wins. Publicly. Dramatically. Finally. We don't open it. We walk away. We survive. We win. Trust me. Trust my instincts. Trust what you taught me. Observation. Awareness. Survival. Trust me. Please. Adrian looked at her. At Elena. At this woman. This impossible woman. Who transformed from waitress to warrior. From target to partner. From victim to savior. Who is saving him now. Saving them both. With observation. With awareness. With training he'd given her. With strength she'd always had. He trusted her. Absolutely. Completely. Without question. They stood. Together. Walked away. Together. Left the gift. Left Victor's trap. Left his certainty. Left his triumph. Security moved in. Evacuated area. Bomb squad arrived. Confirmed. Confirmed Elena's assessment. Bomb. Sophisticated. Would have killed dozens. Would have destroyed Gala. Would have ended everything. Including them. Especially them. But didn't. Because she'd seen. Because she'd known. Because she'd saved them. Saved everyone. With observation. With instinct. With courage. With everything. Victor's confidence shattered. His trap failed. His certainty destroyed. His ending. His elaborate perfect ending. Ruined. By her. By waitress. By woman he'd underestimated. By woman he'd used as weapon. As tool. As victim. Who'd become something else. Something dangerous. Something he hadn't anticipated. Hadn't prepared for. Hadn't imagined. His failure was complete. Was public. Was witnessed. His organization questioned. His power weakened. His everything. Everything that mattered. Destroyed. By underestimating her. By assuming. By believing she was weakness. Was liability. Was nothing except tool to hurt Adrian. But she was everything. Was strength. Was partner. Was weapon. Was savior. Was Adrian's salvation. Was Victor's destruction. Was everything Victor hadn't prepared for. Adrian's men moved. Coordinated. Professional. Absolute. Victor was surrounded. Trapped. Caught. His own trap becoming his prison. His own certainty becoming his cage. His own ending becoming reality. But not the ending he'd planned. Not triumph. Not victory. Not destruction of enemy. But his own. His own destruction. His own ending. His own death. Professional. Quick. Decisive. Message sent. Threat eliminated. War ended. Adrian and Elena survived. Together. Because of her. Because of observation. Because of courage. Because of partnership. Because of everything they'd become. Together. Because of love built from jealousy. From gifts. From threats. From survival. From choice. From everything that should have destroyed them. But instead made them unbreakable. They left Gala. Together. Alive. Victorious. Surviving. Elena was shaking. Adrenaline crashing. Reality hitting. They'd almost died. Almost ended. Almost lost everything. In moment. In opening box. In trusting wrong instinct. But she'd known. Had seen. Had saved them. Had saved him. Had saved everyone. Adrian pulled her close. Held her. In car. In privacy. In safety. You saved me. Again. First time with coffee. Taking gun. Staying through darkness. Now this. Now saving my life. Saving us. Saving everything. You're extraordinary. You're everything. Everything I never knew existed. Never knew I needed. Never knew I could have. Could deserve. Could love. But do love. Love completely. Love absolutely. Love forever. Love you. Only you. Always you. Will you? Will you marry me? Will you? Will you choose this? This life. This danger. This world. This me. This everything. Forever. Will you? Will you be mine? Officially. Completely. Permanently. Will you? Will you marry me? Elena didn't hesitate. Yes. Her answer immediate. Certain. Absolute. Yes, marry you. Yes, choose you. Yes, choose this. Yes, choose us. Yes, choose danger. Yes, choose world. Yes, choose everything. Yes, because I love you. Because you're everything. Because this is real. This is worth it. This is everything. Yes. Always yes. Forever yes. Completely yes. Absolutely yes. Yes. He kissed her. Desperate. Grateful. Claiming. Sealing. Promising. Everything. Everything that mattered. Everything they'd survived. Everything they'd become. Everything they'd chosen. Together. Always together. Forever together. Completely together. They'd started with jealousy. With interrogation. With questions about gifts. About who gave what. About who thought of her. About who touched her. About who mattered. And now they'd ended. Ended with his gifts. His protection. His devotion. His love. His everything. Gifts that spoke. Spoke louder than words. Spoke of care. Spoke of love. Spoke of choice. Spoke of forever. Gifts that started as anonymous. As hidden. As secret. Now we're public. We're acknowledged. We're his. We're theirs. We're everything. Wedding was perfect. Small. Private. Intimate. Just people who mattered. People who'd survived. Who'd fought. Who'd witnessed. Who'd helped. Ceremony included exchange of gifts. Not rings only, but gifts. Meaningful gifts. Gifts that represented journey. Represented survival. Represented choice. Adrian gave her bracelet. Different bracelet. His bracelet. One he'd wanted to give months ago. When he'd first noticed her. First wanted her. First loved her. But had been too afraid. Too uncertain. Too hidden. Now giving openly. Publicly. Proudly. She gave him watch. His father's watch. She bought it back. From pawn shop where she'd seen it. Months ago. Had saved. Had purchased. Had kept. Waiting for right moment. For confession. For this. For marriage. For forever. For giving him peace of his past. Of his father. Of his legacy. Of everything that mattered. Both gifts meant everything. Represented everything. Said everything that words couldn't. Said love. Said choice. Said forever. Said partnership. Said equality. Said everything. Their life together was dangerous. Was complicated. Was impossible. Was perfect. Elena became his queen. His partner. His equal. His everything. Learned his business. Learned his world. Learned to navigate danger. To survive threats. To be asset, not liability. To be strength, not weakness. To be everything he needed. Everything he wanted. Everything he loved. Became legend herself. Woman who'd saved Mafia boss. Woman who'd survived Victor. Woman who'd chosen danger for love. Woman who'd questioned every gift until she understood the giver's heart. Woman who transformed from waitress to queen. From target to warrior. From victim to victor. From nothing to everything. Through love. Through choice. Through courage. Through partnership. Through Adrian. Through them. Through together. Through forever. Adrian's jealousy became devotion. His interrogation became worship. His possessiveness became protection. His watching became cherishing. His gifts became promises. Every bracelet, every necklace, every flower, every everything became symbol, became commitment, became love made tangible, made visible, made undeniable. He gave her world, gave her safety, gave her partnership, gave her love, gave her everything. She gave him peace, gave him purpose, gave him humanity, gave him love, gave him everything. They gave each other everything that mattered, everything that sustained, everything that made survival worth it, made danger worth facing, made choice worth making, made love worth fighting for, made forever worth building, made everything, everything worth everything. Years later, they remembered that first interrogation, that first jealous question. Who bought you that bracelet? Question that started everything, that revealed everything, that changed everything. Remembered how jealousy had exposed love, had forced confession, had created beginning, had built foundation, had started journey, had led here, had led to marriage, to partnership, to love, to forever, to everything. They laughed about it, about his jealousy, about her confusion, about staff watching, about everyone knowing, about obviousness, about inevitability, about how it had always been them, always been this, always been forever. Just took jealousy, took gifts, took interrogation, took questions, took threats, took survival, took choice, took everything, everything to get here, to get to this, to get to forever, to get to together, to get to love, complete, absolute, undeniable, forever love. Elena still wore the bracelet, original bracelet, from her brother, wore it alongside Adrian's bracelet, alongside wedding rings, alongside everything, everything he'd given her, everything that mattered. Both bracelets, one from family, one from love, both important, both meaningful, both representing her, her life, her loves, her everything. Adrian never questioned again, never interrogated, never demanded, never possessed, just loved, just cherished, just honored, just partnered, just devoted, just everything, everything that mattered, everything that sustained, everything that made jealousy become devotion, interrogation become worship, questions become promises, gifts become love, forever become reality, together become everything, everything that mattered, everything they'd built, everything they'd chosen, everything they were, together, always, forever, completely, absolutely, undeniably, theirs. Adrian Constantine interrogated his waitress about every gift, revealing jealousy that exposed hidden love. Elena Volkov survived his world, saved his life, chose dangerous love for real devotion. Together, they proved that sometimes jealousy reveals love we're hiding, and the gifts we give speak louder than words we're afraid to say. From interrogation to devotion, from customer to husband, from waitress to queen, from jealousy to forever. Love built on gifts, on questions, on courage, on choice, on partnership, on everything that matters. Forever. Would you have questioned every gift? Would you have recognized jealousy as love? Would you have chosen dangerous world for now? Because next story is absolutely insane. Share with someone who believes in love revealed through jealousy, in gifts that speak volumes, in courage that saves everything. More stories of unexpected love and dangerous